I'm Kelan Oster, and I'm running for Fargo City Commissioner.
What are the most important issues in your race?
Personally, I came into the race with the thought that jobs are really important, as well as just hearing a voice or having a voice for the people of Fargo. And through that attempt to get a voice for the people of Fargo, I realized that I think the biggest issue or the biggest area that we're going to see importance with in this race is special assessments. I've come out with a plan that outlines how to fix this problem. And I do feel that it's a great plan. However, I did get even more feedback, again, back to wanting to be a voice for Fargo and having a voice, that my plan didn't go far enough. I'm hearing a lot of people wanting this gone, and I think that is truly the issue that we're facing here, is we need to rip the Band-Aid off and get rid of these special assessments right now. So that is a huge issue. The other major issue I feel is permanent flood protection, making sure that we do truly get that in place. Honestly, I'm not a fan of the current proposal or the current financing for the proposal, just specifically because the city of Fargo and state of North Dakota are paying way too much of it. We need to get back to the negotiation table, find a way to pay for this that actually makes fiscal sense for our city and state. The other thing that I'm kind of focusing on, and I think are big issues, are the overuse of tax incentives for items that aren't really benefiting the citizens of Fargo. They just keep, giving those out, whether they're helping or not. I think there needs to be more of a specific plan for making sure incentives are going to benefit the city and citizens. Liquor licensing is going to be a big issue in this campaign as well. So those are the main things that I feel are the really important issues in this race.
Okay. And you've addressed a couple of these in your first question, but how would you address these specific issues?
So specifically special assessments, as I think that's going to be the biggest issue in this entire campaign. I put out a plan that would stretch it out over 3 years, get it down to 90% for the established neighborhoods as far as what they're paying for their projects that are updating streets and utilities and everything like that, the rehabilitation projects. I also looked at the other aspect of it, which is the rates that we're all paying on our special assessments that we have. I think those are way too high. The city is essentially making money on those special assessments. They're acting like a bank, essentially. So I want to lower those interest rates for the people who currently have specials, and then find a way to eliminate the specials that are added on in new neighborhoods or really reduce them. One thing that I have, and this is a decision that's been made, that I just made earlier this week, based on my plan and the feedback, I feel like we have a great plan in place, or a great thought process in place already. I believe that Commissioner Gehrig's plan does address all of these items and will truly get rid of specials. I do have some reservations on it. In order for me to support it, I would have to see some sort of interest rate reduction for the people who are paying their specials. And that's the main thing that I'd be focusing on, because we can't be penalizing the people who already have specials to get rid of specials for everyone else. But it is still an issue that needs to be addressed, and we need to get rid of those. And that's something that I could support. As far as permanent flood protection, we just, like I said, get back to the drawing board. We need to make sure that we have the best plan out there, that there isn't a better idea out there for how to do it, which there may be, that we're just not seeing, that someone hasn't proposed yet because they haven't been asked. The other thing we need to look at making sure that it's fair financing for it. The overuse of tax incentives, like I said, we need to have a check and balance system, a specific process set up where you need to prove how you're going to benefit the citizens in the city of Fargo. And if you can't prove that, you're not going to get the tax incentive. And then we need to have check-ins throughout that process as well, where they can prove that they're actually doing what they say they're doing, or they're going to lose that tax incentive. Liquor licensing, I think this just comes down to making the process simpler. Right now we have so many liquor licenses available that Commissioner Pepcorn, who's on the board for that, or the liaison for that, can't even name to all of the liquor licenses. So that's something that we just really need to simplify, make sure that we are not putting items in place that are making it too difficult for these bars and restaurants to open and operate. And then as far as jobs, we just need to do more of an outreach program with area businesses that are already here and businesses that are looking to come here. In my opinion, there's no reason that we should be losing out on businesses like, Amazon coming into Sioux Falls. We shouldn't be losing out on those type of opportunities. We need to find ways to outreach properly so that we can get those companies in here. And then,
And what differentiates you from your opponent and your opponents, and why should someone vote for you?
So I think just this entire special process is what truly differentiates me from my opponents. We've had, as I said, we've had commissioners and, basically our city government has not really truly listened to the people of Fargo for so long on this. This has been an issue for years and no one's done anything to fix it. Even though they reportedly say we're going to do this, we need to do something. And I think right now when we're hearing special assessments, everyone wanting special assessments gone or a huge chunk wanting them gone, but yet all we're getting is proposals for, we'll go back to 70%. To me, that's not fixing the problem. That is only doing what they would like to do. What we need to do is what the people of Fargo want done by their city government. And in walking around, I'm hearing what people are saying, so I'm getting kind of that voice, and I want to make sure that Fargo gets that. Right now, I don't feel like we're really getting that. And if I get this opportunity to fix some of these issues and work towards those, my wife will tell you that she gets really frustrated with me because once I find something that I'm going to get done, I don't sleep until I have it done. So it will get done. And if we're going to do this, we need to have people in there that are willing to take a risk. I mean, this is not going to be none of these fixes are going to be easy, but by just passing off to the next generation is just going to make it worse.